Hello students, welcome to maths class. So we are dealing with the differential equations, variable separable methods, right? Lot of problems we are doing in variable separable methods, right? From this method only we are going to get 7 marks and 4 marks, sometimes 2 marks also they can give. Okay, so come to the first question. We are dealing with the 2 problems in this class, right? So come to the first class. So what is our given equation? It is given that sine inverse of dy by dx is equal to x plus y. Generally till now dy by dx is equal to some values are given, but sine inverse dy by dx is inside the sine inverse. So we cannot solve this problem, so we have to rearrange it. How? Send sine inverse that side, then you will get your dy by dx is equal to, if we send a sine inverse it becomes sine, isn't it? If we send sine that side it becomes sine inverse, if we send sine inverse that side it becomes sine. So it is sine of x plus y. So again x and y are inside the sine of the angle form. So we cannot separate it. So how we have to do? Whenever in any problem you are having sine of x plus y, tan of x plus y, e to the power of x plus y, right? In such cases, in this variable separable method only I am saying, not in all other chapters, all other topics, only in variable separable problems. Whenever we get sine of x plus y, tan of x plus y, e to the power of x plus y, see second question, e to the power of x plus y, that means we cannot easily separate them, isn't it? So in such cases you take your x plus y as t, that means we are converting the problem in terms of t, right? Then we integrate, at the end again in t place we will substitute x plus y. Okay, so if we take this is equal to t, it will comes in our variable separable form, otherwise it is not possible. Why? Sine of x plus y, right? They are mixing values, right? So come on, now differentiating with respect to x on both sides, right? We are doing differentiation. So then what happens? D by dx of x plus y is equal to d by dx of t. So d by dx separately now, whenever plus is there we will take a separate derivatives. So d by dx of x plus d by dx of y is equal to dt by dx. d by dx of x is 1. So it is 1 plus dy by dx is equal to dt by dx. So here you consider this as first equation. In that first equation, dy by dx is equal to sine of x plus y. We want dy by dx. That's why you send this one to other side. Then what happens to your dy by dx? dy by dx is equal to, come on, dt by dx minus 1. If we send 1 that side, it becomes negative, right? Then your equation 1 will be, then from 1, what happens to your equation? Instead of dy by dx, we will write dt by dx minus 1 is equal to sine t, isn't it? We have taken x plus y is equal to t, right? So generally our problem will be dy by dx, y terms into dy, x terms into dx. If we take t, now your problem will be t terms into dt and x terms into dx. Again variable separable form, but here t terms will be there, t terms into dt and x terms into dx. Okay, so come on, how we will take dt by dx is equal to, send this minus 1 that side, so it is 1 plus sine t. Okay, so these are the t terms, so t term should come along with dt. Okay, dt is this side, so send this term to the other side. What happens? It is 1 by 1 plus sin t into dt is equal to dx. Dx is downwards, right? So if you send that side, it will comes up. So t terms into dt and dx. So variables are separated. Once variables are separated, we have to take the integral. Okay. So whenever sin of x plus y, tan of x plus y, e to the power of x plus y terms are there, that means two variables are mixed, right? Then in that place x plus y, we have to take a t, so that now your variables are t variables and x variables. All the t variables into dt, all the x variables into dx we have to do in this type of problems. Okay. So come on, how we solve this one? Already we solved this one in our integrals. If you see any problem in this differential equation, already we solved that problem in integrals. We solved so many problems in integrals, no? So you will get idea here, right? So that practice will be useful in solving this chapter. So how we solved this one? Integral 1 by 1 plus sin x, there we got it. Here instead of x we got t. So 1 plus sin t, right? So multiplying and dividing with 1 minus sin t by 1 minus sin t. I think in integrals as well as in definite integrals also we used this form. So integral dx is x. Okay, and here upwards 1 into 1 minus sin t is 1 minus sin t only, and downwards it is a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square form. A square minus b square means it is 1 minus sin square t into dt is equal to x. Okay, and 1 minus sin square by our trigonometry. What is 1 minus sin square? It is cos square. So cos square t dt is equal to x. Now write separately 1 by cos square t dt minus 1 sin t by cos square t dt, okay, is equal to x. So 1 by cos square t can be written as 1 by cos t whole square. Can we write? Definitely we can write 1 square is equals to 1 only, minus here we can write this as 1 by cos t into sin t by cos t. Cos square t, no, we have taken like this, 1 by, we separated like this, 1 by cos t into sin by cos t dt is equal to x. Why we are doing like this? To get into our standard formulae form. Okay, so is equal to 1 by cos is secant, so square is there, so it is secant square t dt minus, what is this? This one is secant t into tan t, sin by cos. 1 by cos is secant, sin by cos is tan, right? Tan t dt is equal to x. Okay, so secant square standard form is tan t. Integral secant square t dt is tan t minus integral secant t into tan t is secant t, right? So it is secant t is equal to x. Once all the integral over, we will write plus c. Okay, now in t place you substitute your x plus y value. So it is tan of x plus y minus secant of x plus y is equal to x plus c is the answer of your problem. Okay, so this is your 7 marks problem. Whenever sin of x plus y is there, tan of x plus y is there, we have to take that x plus y as equals to t. Right. So then differentiate with respect to x on both sides. Then you got dy by dx. If we equated that value in this, right. So in place of dy by dx, we will take dt by dx minus 1 and sin t. So next send this one that side minus 1, if you send that side it becomes plus 1 plus sin t. So these are the t terms. So here dt is there. So all the t terms should come along with the dt. That's why send this entire value to other side. So 1 by 1 plus sin t dt is equal to dx is downwards and that side integral dx. Now already we solved how to solve integral 1 by 1 plus sin x dx in integrals. We multiplied and divided with 1 minus sin x, isn't it? So same thing there, x, here t, that's why multiply and divide with 1 minus sin t. Okay, so upwards 1 into 1 minus sin t, 1 minus sin t. Downwards it is a plus b into a minus b form, a square minus b square. So it is 1 minus sin square t, that is cos square t. Okay, so after that you write separately 1 by cos square t dt and sin t by cos square t dt. That side integral dx is nothing but x only. So after the separation we can write this as 1 by cos t whole square. 1 by cos square t can be written as 1 by cos t whole square. 1 square is 1 only, so we can easily write. So 1 by cos is nothing but secant, square is there, so secant square t dt. And here 1 by cos t is secant t and sin by cos is tan t. So integral secant t tan t formula is secant t. Okay, standard form these two are. That means after doing all these things, reducing and simplifying, multiplying and dividing, slowly we will get the problem into our standard integral formulae form at the end. Okay, so then apply, you will get your answer. Okay, now come to the second question. What is your second question? It is dy by dx plus 1 is equal to e to the power of x plus y. Okay, so that is your problem. So e to the power of x plus y. So both x and y are mixed here. So in such cases I said no, whenever sin of x plus y, tan of x plus y, e to the power of x plus y, you take x plus y as a t. Right. So take x plus y is equal to t. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides. Okay. Then what happens? D by dx of x plus y is equal to d by dx of t. Okay, so then you will have d by dx of x plus d by dx of y is equal to dt by dx. Okay, so then what is this? D by dx of x is 1. 1 plus dy by dx is equal to dt by dx. So see, you consider this as your first equation. Given equation is first equation. Then what happens to your given equation? Dy by dx plus 1. Here also we are having 1 plus dy by dx. Both are same. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2. Both are same. In addition, we can change the place. It makes no difference. So this is dy by dx plus 1 is nothing but dt by dx. So then one will be, first equation will be, what happens to our first equation? That is our dt by dx is equal to e to the power of t. Okay, so t term, e to the power of t means it belongs to t terms. So t terms should come along with dt. So that term we have to bring this side. So come on, it is 1 by e to the power of t dt is equal to dx. So we can write this as e to the power of minus 2 dt is equal to dx. Once separated t terms into dt and x terms. So take the integral. Variables are separated here. Your variables are t and x. Generally our variables are x and y. But in these two problems we have taken t is equal to. So our variables will be t variables and x variables. So we have to write all the t terms into dt and all the x terms into dx. Then we have to integrate. So is equal to, what happens? This is minus e to the power of minus t is equal to integral dx is x. After the completion of the integrals, we have to write plus c. So minus e to the power of, we have taken t as x plus y is equal to x plus c, or we can write this as x plus e to the power of minus of x plus y plus c is equal to 0 is the answer of your problem. Okay, so in any question e to the power of x plus y, tan of x plus y, right, and we are having sine of x plus y, like that if we have the values, right, we have to take x plus y in its place, x plus y, we have to take t. So after taking that, you have to differentiate with respect to x on both sides. So inside the derivative plus is there, we have to take separate derivatives, d by dx of x plus d by dx of y. Okay, so d by dx of x is 1 plus dy by dx is equal to dt by dx. So we need dy by dx. See your equation, right? dy by dx is equal to sine of x plus y. So we want dy by dx. For that sake, you send this one that side. So dy by dx is equal to dt by dx minus 1. Okay, now we got dy by dx. So you take your equation number 1. Your equation number will be, instead of dy by dx, you will have dt by dx minus 1 is equal to sine of x plus y place, we have taken sine t. So now send this minus 1 that side, 1 plus sine t. So t terms, and here observe dt by dx. So how we can separate all the t terms into dt, all the x terms into dx. So if we take in any problem in variable separable, some value is equal to t means after that our variables will be t and x, not x and y. In general, till now we have taken all the problem x variables into dx, y variables into dy. But now onwards, that means in this class we have taken two problems where we have taken x plus y is equal to t. So now your problems variables are t and x, not x and y. Okay, so dt by dx, that means all the t term should come along with dt and all the x term should come along with dx. So this is t term should come along with dt. So bring this one this side, the other side. So where dt is there, so this side dt is there, so bring this one this side, and dx downwards, right? So send that one dx. So we have to separate the variables. Once separated, you take the integral. Now we have to solve this integral. So how we can solve this integral means, already in integrations and in definite integrals we solve this type of problem. 1 by 1 plus sine t is there, then multiply and divide with 1 minus sine t. Then downwards you will get 1 minus sine square theta form. By our trigonometry, 1 minus sine square is cos square. Okay, so we have taken cos square t. So then separate it, 1 by cos square t and sine by cos square t. So observe, it will comes into standard formulae form. Integral secant square x, standard formula is there. Integral secant x tan x, standard formula is there. While giving the formulas, I said x means it is general value. Instead of x, we can have t, we can have s, we can have theta, right? Whatever it be, we will take in that formulae form. So integral secant square t is tan t, integral secant t tan t is secant t, and that side integral dx we got it as x. Once all the integrals over, we have to write the integral constant. Marks will be there, they will check whether you have taken the integral constant or not, right? These are called indefinite integrals. So after the solving the problem, plus some constant, integral constant must be there. But while dealing with the definite integrals, we don't take this integral constant. They are definite, we will get some definite value, right? But here compulsory, while dealing the integrals, we have to write the integral constant at the end as a plus c. Okay, and whenever most terms in the answer are repeated as a log, then we will take the integral constant also in terms of log. That means we have to write, instead of writing plus c, there we will write a log c. If most of the terms at the end, if we get in terms of log, right, we will take the integral constant also in terms of log only. Instead of plus c, there we will take log c. Okay, so next second question also, e to the power of x plus y, right? So how we can change this one means, you take x plus y is equal to t, differentiating with respect to t. That means whenever t is there, your problem variables will be t and x, not x and y. Okay, so I will get your dt by dx as 1 plus dy by dx, and what is the given question to you? Dy by dx plus 1 is equal to e to the power of x plus y. We got dy by dx plus 1 as dt by dx. So substitute it, you will get dt by dx is equal to e to the power of t, right? So e to the power of t means it is t term, right? So all the t terms should come along with dt. So send this e to the power of t to this side along with dt. That's why if we send that side, it will 1 by e to the power of t dt, and dx is downwards, send the other side. Okay, so you got 1 by e to the power of t dt is equal to dx. Once separated the variables, all the t terms into dt and x terms, you take the integral, and 1 by e to the power of t can be taken as e to the power of minus t, and its value is minus e to the power of minus t. So we know that we have taken in the beginning t is equal to x plus y, substitute it. In all the problems at the end, see here also, after getting the value answer in terms of t, we have to substitute that t place x plus y. Question is in terms of x plus y, so at the end answer also should be in terms of x plus y. After getting the answer in terms of t, you have to substitute that t value. Even in integrals, while dealing the substitution problems, at the end in t place we substituted its original value. Okay, so practice these problems perfectly. So that's all for today. Have a nice day.